absorb some local color through the magic of AM radio.
Harkens me back to my youthful, careful days on the playgrounds of Forest Park School and my gifted days.
And what you're gifted already. What were you gifted at?
Well, I guess I had some issues.
Detention?
There. Yeah. When my dad told me I wouldn't plan on going to Harvard anytime real soon.
You're going to have to get in touch with me. We're gonna link all the volunteers via satellite cell phone so that we can put out the message immediately, because you remember the problem we had in January. We had to have Governor Walker come in with the National Guard. It was horrible.
Steve, listen to me. Bring your own microphone because you lost this one.
Okay, Captain Ron, you've been doing this so well for the last few weeks. So go ahead, make my day.
Oh, great one with the magic pen.
Oh, boy, he wants that microphone forever, doesn't he? Now, you got to visualize this. We put a statue of Pete on this. Put him in with wearing like a hard hat and flannel shirt, tool belt, snow shovel.
You mean like from the Village People?
Yeah. A couple of...
Now, wait a minute here.
Happy holidays, everybody. This is Uncle Scotty Barter, and welcome to the all-new and improved Kenosha Day Weekly Report. Coming to you live from Studio A here at WIP AM 1050 on your radio dial, streaming worldwide and booming across the sun-drenched and balmy cornfields of the Midwest, reaching out to over 50,000 homes here in the Tri-County area. Being brought to you this morning by our major sponsor, the Boathouse Pub and Eatery, and a host of other very fine local businesses. Little Stevie is still away on assignment. However, joining us, the 8 and the 18 this morning, our video coordinator, Channel 14's Trooper of the Year, Captain Ron, joins us here at Camp Happy Face. Ronnie.
Is everybody happy?
Wow. How long did it take you to come up with that?
It's very enthusiastic.
Yeah.
And there's even more good news, boys and girls. Engineering the Kenosha Day train wreck this morning. WIP's fashion shirt consultant, also their 6th-time Employee of the Month, and the new dating advisor for his lip-off partner, Dan Haney. Pistol Pete takes charge once again.
The god of hellfire!
We're off and running.
Morning, everybody.
Coming up right after our first break at 10:30, Kenosha's fastest-growing game show sensation, the lightning round of City in Jeopardy, the trivia game sponsored by the House of Gerhard's restaurant. And then after the 11 o'clock break, this week's top 10 list written in our home office on the deck of the Boathouse Pub and Eatery. This week's thought-provoking category, the top 10 tips for having a better Christmas here in Kenosha. In addition to all of that, we received a whole ton, fellas, I mean lots, more than one, letters to Santa, some letters to Santa that apparently going to have to forward to the North Pole next week, so we're going to see how that works out. We want to hear from all our listeners what requests they might have for me to send up to Santa, and because this morning we are going to find out just who's been naughty or nice this year. 262-694-1050. And hey, there's even more good news, boys and girls. Tomorrow at noon. Each and every Sunday, you can tune in here, WIP AM 1050, and listen to the replay of this show. Why? Some Saturdays, I ask myself the same question. And then you can watch the replay of this finely tuned, professionally produced Excuse for Radio show on Time Warner Cable's Channel 14 on Tuesdays at 5 p.m., Wednesdays at 6 p.m., and...
The media's making a monster out of you because they don't care about the truth. All they care about is entertainment. Well, you need a forum where they don't even know the meaning of the word entertainment. Public access television.
Sundays also at 6 p.m. So anyway, our phone lines are open, 262-694-1050. Here's a couple letters that I've already received that I can read, but we want to hear from you. This is, Dear Santa, please send me $100,000 so I can sign Kenosha up for another useless study. Signed Keith in the Enchanted Kingdom.
The Enchanted Kingdom.
In the Enchanted Kingdom.
Where is the Enchanted Kingdom neighborhood in Kenosha?
It must be down on 605 52nd Street.
Oh, that's enchanted, all right.
Here's another one. Dear Santa, I could really use a total body support pillow. Actually, forget the pillow and send me just the total body as shown in your sales flyer. I understand the scale is extra. Signed, Ronnie at Camp Happy Face. I got another one.
Wow.
I got another one. Dear Santa, the remote alligator is the absolute limit. It will be perfect in the moat here at Barter Manor. Love all the snot-nosed kids in Mr. Barter's neighborhood. Kids calling in. Here's some more we got. Dear Santa, the $4 million for HIV medication isn't going to be enough. Please double the dosage. Forever yours and everybody else's, Charlie.
Yeah.
It's kind of thing here. I got one for here's one of my specials. Dear Santa, the inflatable shown in your catalog isn't like the one that I really want. Can I exchange it? Signed, Petey.
Oh. That's rough. Wow.
Sad man walking away.
There you go. Inflatables, huh? Well, everybody's got Christmas.
Got their own thing.
Yeah, 262-694-1050.
Need that super enforced, never mind.
Yeah. That 28 mil.
Yeah, right. Just a
28
little
mil
bit
plastic.
thicker on the plastic, yeah. Off to a great start on these letters, by the way. Wow.
Well, we got more, but I want to hear from our listeners. 262-694-1050. And Indy, before we get it down the road, there was this big article about the bells at this library park. But we'll take this call and then come back to this. Good morning, you're on Kenosha Today.
Good morning, everybody.
Well, Shirley,
Hi.
have you been naughty or nice?
Naughty.
Naughty. Oh, that's not going to bode very well when you get over to the church. How you tell that to the minister?
There's no priest there today, is there?
Not with us. This is Christmas. Hey, where'd you go last night?
We went to, oh my gosh, I can't even.
Mariah's.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
I couldn't sleep since 2 o'clock this morning. I just could not sleep.
Would you get all jacked up on rum chata or something?
Too much excitement. Yeah, I couldn't sleep.
We
had visions of Lenny in her
that's right
head.
close
Yeah,
to
really.
my house.
Yeah.
we took our Kenosha Today choir, Billy Goat and Four Milkers, and we went over to an older folks elderly home, and we did some Christmas carols, and we recorded this. Here, This is what you missed. Talk about being all jacked up on something.
I couldn't think of it.
I think Ron was a little off.
A little.
How'd you get the guitar so off key? That's really...
That's got stringless guitar.
Yeah. See, this is what you missed, Shirley. Now, actually, can a Super Bowl halftime performance be in our forecast?
Oh, my God.
I had company
Wow.
already this morning.
Oh, yeah?
Kurt Wicklund, our alderman,
Yeah.
he was over. He's campaigning,
Oh,
so to get reelected. So I hope he does because he's a very nice guy.
okay.
Wow, so wait, are you endorsing a candidate for the 8th District?
Who's
Shirley?
running
I am
against him?
Kurt Wicklund.
Who's running against him? I don't know that anybody has taken out papers.
Yeah, probably not. But Shirley, to forget about it now,
Yeah,
Shirley's endorsed the incumbent.
I am. He was over about an hour. He is such a nice guy. Very nice guy.
I got your letter that you want us to send to Santa,
Okay.
and I just want to check for any errors here. It says, "Dear Santa, please send me a bigger grow light for my garage. You can use my new PayPal account that is listed in grams or by the kilo, signed shaking my booty." Did I get that right?
Pretty much, I think.
Pretty much.
So here you admittedly that you've been naughty, and now you want a new grow light for your garage. What's that about? Plant chatter? You're gonna have your own Shirley's plant chatter?
She needs one sort of more energy efficient.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
The other one was from the 70s.
So shopping days are winding down here. So I hope you're out and about, and I did get you my sizes, didn't I?
No, you didn't.
Oh, okay. Well, they're in transit. So
He likes
Yeah,
a big
yeah.
booty
I
size.
like the big booty size. Yeah.
Okay, where's Steve?
He's I think he's still in Florida.
Still in Florida?
That's what I heard. So
Oh, wow.
he'll be back next week, I think. So
I hope.
okay. Anything more you want to add to
I'm
your
just-
list
I'm
to Santa here?
I'm very sleepy this morning. I could not sleep, so
Oh, I'm usually pretty dopey.
yeah.
So what was the problem that you had to stay awake?
I just
Visions
had
of Lenny.
caffeine, and I just can't have caffeine, or it keeps me awake.
This is the first time you realized this?
No,
What's your cutoff time for caffeine, Shirley?
Yeah.
I had it early too, and I don't know, for some reason I could not sleep last night, but
You got to start drinking more rum chata. So.
Yeah, I'm better off with that.
Yeah, put you out. All right, baby.
Okay.
We'll get your letter up to Santa first thing in a week. All right.
Okay, thank you.
All right, bye-bye.
And Kurt Wicklund.
Good morning. You're on Kenosha Today. Good morning. You're on Kenosha Today. Who's this?
Morning, Scott. How are you, man?
Oh, good. Anthony.
Hey, Anthony, it's Ron. I got a question for you. What was in the big box when you were wheeling it around at Menards? What was in the big box?
I can't tell you because the person it was for might be listening.
Oh, okay. But I saw you. I saw you at Menards yesterday.
Why don't you speak to me?
I was on a mission.
No. You don't want to be seen in public with an alderman. I got that. Actually, a lot of people don't want to be seen in public with me.
So
hey, I just called it because I thought Scott's sizes were more like pint, half pint. That was more his size.
So how long did it take you to come up with that?
About 10 seconds. Hey, that's not a short joke. That's an alcohol joke.
Oh, okay. I got your letter that you want me to send in. It says.
Wait.
I got.
Do I get a vote go my way on council? That what I'm asking.
Well, they won't kick you off.
Just one.
Here it says, Dear Santa, Dear Santa, you need to hurry and bring that dopey Saturday morning talk show host on WLP AM 1050 something funny for his top 10 list that can only be thought-provoked for so long. Signed, It's All About That Bass. Did I read that right?
I started a new group, Kenosha for Humor-Free Radio, and you guys are going to be my sponsor.
Okay. All right. Yeah, if you want humor, we'll turn in and watch you guys on the first and third Mondays.
That's right. Leave it to the professionals.
Yeah.
First and third Monday from 7 till whenever.
All right, Anthony.
Have a good day. Hey, I don't want to bust out your...
What?
I don't want to bust out your co-host, but I know something.
Okay.
Oh, he's back in town?
I can't say, but you know what? If you buy me a medium rare prime rib, I will tell you everything.
Well, I got 4 ounces sitting home in the freezer. I can thaw those out in about 5 seconds.
Left over from Valentine's?
Yeah, right. All right, Anthony.
I listen to the show way too much.
Yes, you got
Bye,
too much time on your hand. All right. Good morning on Kenosha Today.
Hey, how you doing?
Oh, fine. Who's this?
This Happy John.
Oh,
Happy John from
he went to
Libertyville.
Libertyville, yeah.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Oh, very good. Thank you for
Pete.
asking.
Hello.
Hey, you guys, man, I'm telling you, you have got to go to Shirley's for some pie. Remember I went there last Friday?
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry, Saturday, excuse me.
Yeah.
And it was excellent. Cherry pie. Fantastic. You guys don't know what you're missing.
She doesn't invite us.
Yes, she did.
When?
She said that you guys were invited some time ago.
I guess that must have got lost in the mail. So, Happy John, were you naughty or nice this year?
Oh, I've been nice.
Okay, what's on your Christmas list?
Probably a new house, but that won't happen.
These are going to Santa. You know, this is not the Miracle on 34th Street. God almighty.
Hey, I thought if he can do it on 34th Street, he can do it for me.
What's wrong with the house you live in? No roof?
Nothing. I just thought it'd be nice to have 2 houses.
Well, now you're getting greedy.
One here and one in northern Wisconsin.
You want to come up and join the Wisconsin folks?
Yeah, you bet.
Hey,
Way
did you ever
north.
hear our weather forecast?
Well, if it's not 20 below zero and lots of snow, I'm not happy.
No, but here's how, if you move to Wisconsin, here's what you're going to hear.
Wisconsin's getting a lot of snow. Wisconsin's getting 12 inches of snow.
I don't think that's happened this year yet.
30 plus centimeters of snow to hit Wisconsin. It's supposed to be a lot of snow and strong winds.
Welcome to our world.
All right, cutting the Zansky off already. Wow.
That reminds me of, what's his name? Was it Al Sleet, the hippy-dippy weatherman?
It was not too far from there. So.
You remember that George Carlin thing, don't you?
Oh, yeah. Oh, he was...
Hey, man, this is Al Sleet, your hippy-dippy weatherman with the latest hippy-dippy weatherman.
Was that you or was that Pete? Was that us or him?
That was him.
That was me.
Jeez.
Oh, man, he's got a...
Boy, you got some talent. You'd fit right in with our group.
No, you said he had talent.
Oh, sorry.
I was just going to call you to say hi and say, yeah, I've been nice.
Well,
maybe a car. A car would be nice.
All right, well, we're not full service here. I got you listed for a house.
Okay, that works too.
In Wisconsin.
Yeah,
So-
we're way up Yahoo there with Youpers.
You want to be a cheesehead, I guess.
Yeah, actually, I was for a short time when I got out of the Navy. I lived in Wisconsin for about a year.
What Navy base did we have up here in Wisconsin?
No. When I got out of the Navy, I was in Yokosuka, Japan.
Yokosuka, boy.
Yokosuka.
That must be next to Sturtevant up here, Pete, isn't it?
Yeah, right next to Yokohama.
Yeah. Okay. All right, well, stay happy.
Okay, we'll do that. You guys, hey, and if I don't talk to you, Merry Christmas.
Okay, well, call us next week. We'll be here.
And go get some of that pie. It's good stuff, seriously.
Okay, we're all over it. All right, 262-694-1050. We want to know if you've been naughty or nice, and also we want to hear what your Christmas request is. First, he wants a house. The good thing is he wants it in Wisconsin, and we've already played what the news is up here, and you get him the free cheesehead and be a Youper. So we were talking about this St. Matthew's Episcopal Church on 7th Avenue, and the big article that it makes noise. The bells ring every quarter hour, 15, 30, and 45. See, we're all over this story. We beat CNN, MSNBC, Fox. They didn't have nothing on us. And apparently this is going on for 24 hours a day. It's a little bit over the top, don't you think, Pete?
What? What'd you say? Oh.
And the problem is this has been going on every quarter an hour for 120 years. And so we have a solution, don't we, Pete?
What? What'd you say?
I thought we had a solution to this.
We do?
I
can't hear you. Were we going to move the bells into the beach house, or what was it?
Well, you know what? They called on us to fix this. Is by today's Fix It by Brian Pacino of the Kenosha News. And since we helped fix the beach house at Southport, it would be natural for us to see if we can...
I wonder if we could use the foam to insulate the inside of the bell tower.
That would work. It would.
You know what I mean? So you get a little less of the echo.
Yeah, it would muffle it somewhat.
Muffle it a little bit, yeah.
Ooh, muffalados. Ooh, food.
Saying this is a Catholic church, Pete. I guess this would be... If they got a basketball team, you'd feel right at home.
I knew that was...
I think my suggestion is they just need to lubricate the ball bearings in this thing a little bit more. And
Perfect.
so that'll help
no
them.
doubt.
When out on the lawn there rose such a clatter, I got up out of bed to see what was the matter and to see who was violating the neighborhood sound level ordinance.
Yep. There you go. That was the official complaint.
We appealed to that was the official complaint.
Yeah. That was...
And all right. 262-694. He's like a little kid over there, and I don't know which is worse, him or me. 262-694-1050. We want to hear what your letter and request to Santa might be. We've got some. I've got quite a few of them here. Dear Santa, I would really like a new boob job. I am confident it will pay for itself within the next 4 months. Sign, Gone to the Other Side, Caitlin. I wonder what that's about. Santa's going to be busy when he sees this. Oh, you're going to like this one, Ronnie. Dear Santa, the hands-free aerator would be a great asset for my business. Shaking in Kenosha, Kathy. So,
nice.
Wow.
Thanks, buddy.
That was an aerator. I misspoke on the other part there. But
okay.
This is why we run disclaimers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So bad.
Might as well just stay by your house.
I better.
I wonder what Anthony Kennedy's secret is. And he wants to divulge for food.
Something with Casey.
Something with Casey, right? That what he said?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can only
What
guess.
do we think it is?
He hasn't been arrested. I haven't seen anything.
Maybe down in
No, we would hear about that.
Yeah.
That would...
Well, maybe he's been
Trouble in
arrested in Florida. Maybe there's some...
Maybe he got into a spat with an alligator. Think?
he could.
Bare knuckles to the end. See what happens.
With an alligator?
An alligator.
Well, I didn't see his clothes on the parkway, so I assume he's still with his wife.
Where is Steve Casey? Light him up! Yeah.
Light him up. Hey, big thank you to the...
was involved.
Well, yeah, maybe...
You don't think he was clandestinely snuck back into the city last night, but he just wanted to sleep in. So he's not here.
Well, actually,
You know what
I
I mean, or-
had told him earlier in the week that I thought we were going to have some of Santa's elves here from the North Pole to participate in our letters to Santa, but they haven't arrived yet. Maybe the trolley, they couldn't get off the trolley when they thought, but...
I hope they took the blue line, not the red line. That can get confusing.
Yeah, I wonder what Anthony Kennedy is. He should call us back. Anthony, if you're listening, call us back
that
and
is
give
like
us
a
a
major
tip.
tease. That is such a radio no-no. You can't do that.
And to ask for a prime rib, medium rare. I mean,
stay in another week or something.
Oh,
that's possible. Maybe he's moving there, huh?
Or maybe he's.
As we just speculate, wildly on the air. Yeah, no problem.
I here's what it could be.
You know what? He broke a toilet seat
in Florida,
at the condo that he was staying at.
I think it's going to be disclosed that Anthony Kennedy and Steve Casey are actually twin brothers. Separated at birth.
I believe that, actually.
Well, they were both on the council at the same time. It seems like they're socializing, and he gives them a free sandwich, or he kind of borrowed it.
Didn't he give him a lift to the airport?
Yeah. So I think
you think he had to overnight him a stainless steel toilet seat for
that could be.
I think it's going to be revealed. This is my speculation that Steve Casey and Anthony Kennedy are really twin brothers. Separated at birth. Here's the phones lighting up. Good morning on Kenosha today.
Yeah, Dale from Kenosha.
Hi, Dale. You been naughty or nice?
Naughty, of course.
Okay.
So, Steve Casey is at a meatloaf convention. It's that time of year. You didn't realize this?
Well, I guess meatloaf is meatloaf.
You said it was.
Month.
You said it was meatloaf.
Delicious but deadly.
Yeah.
I guess meatloaf is it is meatloaf month in the state of Florida.
So and that's what he's doing. He's at the convention there.
Now, you don't think there's any truth to the rumor that he and Anthony Kennedy are twin brothers? You know something, don't you?
Yeah, but I can't say on the air. So.
Oh, okay. You're going to run for alderman too now, or what?
Well, doesn't Steve kind of like abuse this Saturday morning talk show like he did the council meetings?
Shows up. His attendance is about the same.
I mean, a couple more weeks, he should almost be tied for how many shows he missed, huh?
Yeah. Hey, I got to commend you again that all the snow in the 17th district is gone. So you did a fantastic job out there.
Oh, well, thank you. I brought in some big heaters, and I just kind of like melted everything down.
Well, whatever it takes, you're our go-to guy.
But you got to do what you got to do. I mean, when they're in dire strait like that, I mean, you got to help them out.
Well, I think opening that tunnel down to the Earth's core to bring up the heat under 104th was just the right investment to make.
Thinking outside the box.
Yeah,
I think you had a lot to do with that, Pete.
I'm a good lobbyist. What can I tell you?
I mean,
I brought sacks of sugar cubes to City Hall, and that was it, man.
That's why you have your own statue at the station there.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
You know what the pigeons do to this statue too.
It's right next to Dick Cheney's bust. I don't know what that's
all right,
about.
Dale. Thanks for the call. Keep up the good work.
Yeah, thank you. You guys have a great day.
All right, thanks.
We got another phone call, but it's the bottom of the hour, so
okay, we'll take this call and then we'll.
Well, we got to ring the bells.
Good morning. You're on Kenosha today.
Good morning, gentlemen. What's up?
George. Have you been naughty or nice?
Most of the time, nice.
Most of the time. Well, that's not going to... I got your letter here. I'm going to dig it out here. To Santa. Now, I just want to make sure I got this right for you. Dear Santa, what's up? Just to let you know that I'm alive and well here in Cape Town. I could use a new jar to put my teeth in. I assume the liter of brandy shown in your advertisement is included. Signed, Tiny Tim's big brother, Georgie. Did I read that right?
You got it right.
Okay.
You talk about twin brothers.
Yeah.
Steve Casey and Anthony Kennedy being twin brothers.
Yep.
It's just like Aaron Rodgers and Richard Rodgers being twin brothers.
Kinda. Both on the same team.
You can say that.
The Hail Mary seems to come to mind on both cases.
Yeah.
So I think you got a good point there, George.
But I tell you something.
Yeah.
I see a law firm forming in Green Bay right now.
A what?
I see a law firm forming in Green Bay.
What's it called? Do I dare ask?
Rogers, attorneys at law.
Okay.
Specialize in Hail Mary cases.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, George, I got to run to the news, and I'll get your letter up to Santa early part of the week.
Sounds good.
All right. We're going to be back in 1 minute after the news, and if you're happy, John, I wouldn't pay too much attention to this weather report. You got to, if you want real weather, we just look out the WIP, except the things are closed.
Yeah, because it's a little bright.
It's
So
warmish.
I can't see you if the sun
okay.
shines too brightly.
We'll be back in 1 minute. Just tuned in. This is Uncle Scotty Barter, and welcome to the Kenosha Today Weekly Report, coming to you live from Studio A here at WIP AM 1050 on your radio dial. Brought to you by our major sponsor, the Boathouse Pub and Eatery, and a host of many other very fine local businesses. Little Stevie is away, and
we think.
We're thinking, according to Anthony Kennedy, he's got the scoop on all this, and like we said, we think they're both twin brothers.
Yeah.
I think that's what the deal is.
You think they were away at a taping for like a documentary on their life
Jerry
together?
Springer Show, man. 262-694-1050.
My brother, the alderman, or whatever they would call it.
Can't you see those two guys pointing a finger at each other? Hey, that would be a great promo picture for some fast food place.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
He stole, Stevie in the caption is, he stole my sandwich. He stole my sandwich back in 1934.
Chicken sandwich so good, you'll steal it. Yeah.
Also joining us, our video coordinator, Trooper Captain Ron, is here.
What were you going to call me?
I was got mixed up here. Along with Pistol Pete's here.
Just say Smith Jones or something. There's no way you can pronounce that right.
Also, the show is being recorded for training purposes. So, in our case, we can replay this tomorrow.
That's kind of scary. That make you want to stay in your house and lock your doors.
And we announced a couple weeks ago, for 2 years, we allowed certain folks listening a moment to turn the tape over. We're not going to fool around with that anymore.
No, but we are going to do the bells at the quarter hours.
Okay.
As a service to our listeners.
Also, thanks to my good friend Steve Schneider. You can find the Kenosha Today show up 365 days a year, 24/7 on YouTube. And now, boys and girls, it's time to play Kenosha's fastest growing game show sensation, the lightning round of City in Jeopardy, sponsored by the House of Gerhard's Restaurant. We're now going to clear the phone lines, and I'm going to read the question, which is a very sophisticated, intelligent, multiple choice question. And you can then get three somewhat intellectual answers to choose from. After that, you're going to hear the ding. And the first caller to correctly answer the question will win a $25 gift certificate to the House of Gerhard's Restaurant, located at 3927 75th Street here in Kenosha. Open daily, specializing in fine dining, serving authentic German cuisine. Celebrating their 50th year at the same location. What better place to have a holiday meal? Call for a reservation at 262-694-5212, or you can find them on Facebook or at thehouseofgerhard.com. Okay, the phone lines are clear. Here's the question. What is an elf's number one job at the North Pole? What is an elf's number one job at the North Pole? A, making sure Rudolph doesn't get hit by a trolley. Apparently they got the same deal up there. B, filling Frosty the Snowman's corncob pipe with some of Shirley's special herbs. Or C, to file a report if he sees Daddy kissing Santa Claus under the mistletoe. 262-694-1050. We're going to take the first caller, and we have a caller right away. Boy, these people are sharp. Good morning, you're on Kenosha Today.
Good morning, that answer is C.
Who are we talking to, first of all?
Dan.
Dan. What is an elf's number one job at the North Pole? C, to file a report if he sees Daddy kissing Santa Claus under the mistletoe. That is a correct answer. You are a big winner. Now, have you ever been to the North Pole, Dan?
No, I've never been there.
But you know this how?
I've been to the South Pole, but not the North Pole.
Oh, okay. Who's down in the South Pole?
What's down there? Hillbillies.
you Southern folk, right?
Penguins with the Southern drawl.
Yeah. Down. He's got one tooth, and you know the whole bit.
Yeah. I think I dated her.
Did you?
For a brief time.
You know, they're the ones that invented the toothbrush. If we invented it, it would have been called the teeth brush.
Whoa! Hey, wait here.
Oh, so how many times have you been on Jerry Springer Show?
I haven't been there, but I've been in Shirley's garage a lot.
Oh, yeah, you must be over there right now.
That's where I'm heading there now.
Corn cob
cherry pie today.
Yeah.
So you knew... write a letter to Santa Claus for me?
Yeah, hang on. You said Dan? Sure. All right, let me see here. Here, this is perfect for you. Dear Santa, my online dating isn't going all that well. It seems my sister in Kentucky isn't all that interested in me. Please advise. Sign Dan, not my real name. So did I read that right?
That's right. Okay. You got it.
All right. Well,
you know that. You're good.
Yeah, You've
been down to South Pole too, haven't you?
Too long in the sun. I'm going to, Pete's going to get some information for me. You can come out and pick this up next week. And I have another caller, but I got to wait for about 30 seconds here. So I guess I lost the caller. So Pete's going to get your answer. In the meantime, I'm going to read a sponsor here.
Letter to Santa Claus, if you don't mind.
Sure. No, go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead, Dan.
All right. I was going to read that letter, but only one, and I probably shouldn't have, but I'm going to do it anyway.
Is this something? Wait a minute. Is this something Pete has to have his hand on the blip button?
No.
No. Okay. All right. All right. Go ahead.
Well, maybe. No.
Oh boy.
Okay,
I'll be the arbiter of that.
Okay. Go ahead.
All right. I want you to write this letter and send it up. So I'm going to give you a choice. So it's Dear Santa, all I want for Christmas is a new radio program on WLIP 1050 on Saturday from 10 to 12. Or remove ISIS from Earth. Either one.
Ooh. Well, I don't know about that. I can concur with the second one, but the first one, I don't know if Santa has. Can he have the power to remove us?
Yeah,
I suppose.
Wouldn't take much.
Yeah, since he used the North Pole Bank to pay the checks, so.
All kidding aside, this is a great show.
Oh, sure. Now you come after you get the $25 gift certificate. After you get the $25 gift certificate, now you come back and beat the hell out of us. Well, I see how this is working out.
You got it.
Were you naughty or nice this year?
Oh, I've been very naughty.
Okay.
All right.
Do we need to ask any further questions in that, or just let it go?
No, you better not. It's all I can say. It's Shirley's garage's fault.
Okay. Well, you know what her letter was. Did you hear that?
That and that Pete and Dan show at night. I don't know. Them guys corrupt me somehow.
Yeah, we're good at that.
Let's see here. Let's see. I got to read that Shirley one. Hang on. Just Shirley's is. Hang on.
Yeah, we're hanging.
We're hanging.
We're hanging.
We're hanging. All right.
This will be good for you guys. Dear Santa, please send me a bigger grow light for my garage. You can use my new PayPal account that is listed in grams or by the kilo.
Oh, nice.
So enjoy. All right.
All right. In that case, I think I'll wait 90 days to go over to Shirley's house. That thing's growing good.
Yeah, there you go. All right. Thanks, Dan.
All right. Thank you, guys.
All right.
Have a good one.
Right.
Bye-bye.
Good morning on Kenosha Today.
Hi, how are you guys? It's Cindy.
Cindy, have you been naughty or nice?
Oh, I've been very nice.
Yeah?
Yeah. I have a letter here from my granddaughter that she wrote. Would you like me to read
absolutely.
it? Dear Santa, hi, I'm Nevaeh. I would like to know, are you real? I believe, but my friends don't. So can you please send me a copy of your driver's license and a picture of you and Mrs. Claus or something? Please send back a bell also from your sled and your picture. Oh, besides, you are really fat, or do you diet? Please answer all the requests above. Write me back.
How old is this gal? How old is this gal?
7.
Oh, well. We'll forward that and carbon copy it to her. So.
And she wants some hard evidence. I think she's been watching CSI.
Well, we'll bring evidence next week.
Okay.
As soon as we get it out of the locker.
Shirley's garage and bring something back.
It's be a popular place. We'll get some evidence.
All right.
All right. Thanks, dear.
And you guys have a Merry Christmas if I don't get to tune in again.
Are you going somewhere?
Oh, no, but I might be busy in Santa's secret shop here. I've got a lot of baking to do.
Okay. All right. Keep up the good work.
Thank you.
All right.
Okay.
Bye. Good morning on Kenosha Today.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Hey, Paulie.
I don't even dare to ask. Have you been naughty or nice?
I've been very nice.
Oh, okay. Do you have a request for Santa?
No, I just was, I'm in a giving mood this season, and since he's not there and he's probably not listening, what do you get for the mortician that has everything?
Here, listen. Here's
Dig your own grave and save.
Here's Here's a letter that we have. Dear Santa, after 24 years, it's really working out for us. Could you kindly send us a holiday gift set of boxed wine, signed S&J on 22nd Avenue?
Wow. That wouldn't be... Jeez.
Here's
boxed wine.
No,
classy.
I got yours, and I just want to, again, like I've been doing with the other ones, I got your letter here, and I just want to make sure that I read this right. Dear Santa, I really appreciate you sending me a pair of black boots, just like the ones you wear. Unfortunately, now my girlfriend wants to use them to kick my ass. Signed, having issues in Kenosha. Does that pretty much sum it up?
I guess so.
Well, we'll see. We'll see if Santa
if
can.
Helga gives them to me or not.
So, what'd you think of the Big Packer game?
You know, it was. I was shouting. I actually shouted at the end of that game.
Who were you shouting
And
at?
I couldn't believe it.
Who were you shouting at?
Just the saying, they won. And it was just, you know. And then it was sort of enjoyable because you could turn on all the Chicago stations. And even though they didn't have a dog in the fight, they could piss and moan about, oh, the referees gave the game to the Packers. The Packers have the NFL in their back pocket.
Oh, sure.
And it's just all that crying. And it's just nice to have it happen our way one time. I mean,
Well,
after
the guy,
crap
you know,
that
the penalty, I mean, clearly the guy grabs him by the face mask, and he's standing,
Yeah, I
like,
mean-
what do you want to do? Not call him?
Exactly. And that was such a remarkable throw. I think, was it Pete that you said if that would have happened in Dallas, it would have hit the side of their scoreboard.
Well, that's what I was just saying. I was trying to picture. I'd never been in the building, but you know that scoreboard at Jerry World hangs very low. And
Hey, did you hear?
Thanks, Ronnie. Appreciate that.
Sorry.
What do you think about the rumor that Casey and Anthony Kennedy are
twins,
twin brothers, separated
Well,
at
you
birth?
know what? That's sort of like when when it first came out that Rock Hudson was gay. It's just like, duh, everybody knew that. Everybody knows that they're twins.
I was going to say, but they're not gay, are they?
No. That would have been Rock Hudson and Gomer Pyle.
Oh, okay. But so Steve and
Jim
Anthony
Beaver.
are straight. I mean,
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Because you kind of alluded that they might have gone to the
No,
other
I
side.
was just drawing an analogy.
An analogy.
That's when we help them, Pete.
yeah.
Pete, you should be used to helping out your co-host.
Yeah, no kidding.
Looking
My
at
brain,
him like-
brain's a little fried by the end of the week,
Yeah,
though. So.
Speaking of co-hosts, what's happening on the Dan Haney Baby Ruth scene?
Hang on, I got that here.
You got a letter for them?
Yeah, just a second.
Couple's first Christmas.
Yeah, here it is. Here it is.
Couple's first Christmas.
Dear Santa, my grandmother is suggesting that you send me a guy, age 39, who is an AM radio talk show host to fill my stockings. Ha ha. Signed, Baby Ruth.
That's very good.
So we'll see how that works out.
Give Pete a copy of that so he can torture Dan with that the rest of the week or next week. I mean,
All right, Paulie.
not that Pete would do that. Okay.
No, of course.
no, not at all.
No, not me.
All right.
All righty. Bye-bye.
We are taking your calls.
Scott.
262-694-1050.
We missed the quarter hour.
Uh-oh.
Just in case somebody's taking a nap.
This was audio from St. Matthew's Episcopal Church, where a complaint was filed, and because of the ongoing
What?
one ringy ding, two ringy dings, and we tried to lubricate the ball bearings, but apparently it hasn't worked, and so we went to Larry the Cable Guy. If you missed it at the first few minutes of the show, and here's what Larry the Cable Guy had to say.
When out on the lawn there rose such a clatter, I got up out of bed to see what was the matter and to see who was violating the neighborhood sound level ordinance.
So
I didn't realize Larry the Cable Guy lived near St. Matthew's. That's good to know.
Well,
it is the south, it's almost the south side. So.
Yeah. Hey, I got to read one more sponsor before we run out of time. This that's a scoop that I didn't see that one coming. But we are taking your calls, 262-694-1050. Want to see if you're
awake.
If you've been naughty or nice.
So now we'll wake you up.
Yeah, with the bells.
The bells.
Here's one I got, Pete. Dear Santa, I need a new 10-gallon vat of super glue so I can bond with my coworkers. Signed, Little G Johnny. So
Well, we'll just be playing these for the rest of the show.
Instead of me hitting the bell.
Can't do any worse.
As long as I'm on a roll, Pete. Hey, these are bona fide letters. You know, the guy wanted...
it's very nice.
Crazy John? Not Crazy John.
Happy
John. Crazy. From Libertyville, wanted a new house and a car. Here's one. Dear Santa, the nose hair trimmer would be a great gift for me. However, if you could substitute a Black & Decker forehead sander and a new snow shovel, I'd be able to annoy a lot more people. Signed, Home Alone in the 17th District. So, Santa's going to have a full...
Wow.
Full,
we better clear all the snow off the roofs over there. The Slickin' Land.
Up on the rooftop. Clack, clack,
It
clack.
would be bad.
Here was an interesting story that my good friend Elmo sent me. This is a true story. This guy in Russia, 22 years old, of Tomsk. That was in Russia. Should I take this phone call first?
Yeah, so you can work out the pronunciation.
Yeah, it was in Russia. I know that one. Good morning. You're in Kenosha today.
Hey guys, it's Mike in Winthrop Podunk Harbor.
Have you been naughty or nice, Mike?
Well, I've been naughty, but I'm depressed.
Oh, about what?
Well, I just found out the guy isn't real.
No, don't say that. Cindy's granddaughter. Please don't say that. He's real.
Well,
Are you talking about Casey?
Oh, yeah.
You're talking about, who are you talking about?
Now I'm happy again.
Okay. See, it only took us 15 seconds to bring a smile back to your face.
Well, my problem is I never get what I want when I ask Santa for my gift.
Well, what do you ask for?
A younger lady of the evening.
Is there? But you don't want to pay for it, though, do you?
Well, no, I figure it's a freebie.
It comes from Santa, and I can't believe that you're a non-believer of Santa Claus.
Well, I think the guy's a communist, to be honest.
Well, here's what's going to happen if you don't convert and start being a believer. Here's what our choir is going to tell you.
As soon as the choir gets their music open. Yeah, there you go.
Hang on.
You ain't getting for Christmas.
Actually, that might be the Ho Dunkin' Christmas song. Think about it.
The Ho Dunk Christmas song. See, now don't you believe?
I'm thinking the guy that wears a red suit and gives free stuff to people has got to be a commie.
You didn't really mean it.
Have a good day. Take care.
Thanks.
You know, we were talking earlier. You read the letter. When Dan was on and he wanted a new show at 10 o'clock on Saturday mornings, and that's what he wrote Santa for, you know.
Yeah, you got a clip of the...
Well, no, I don't. Actually, that sounds like a Christmas letter I sent a few years ago. In fact, I was so anxious to get it from Santa, I sent it in November. That's what I did. And, you know, he pulled it out of a sleigh. He sure did. So
this one, we are taking your calls this morning, 262-694-1050, to tell us if you've been naughty or nice, and to tell us what your wish is for Christmas, and so we can get these requests up to Santa early part of this week. Here's one, Pete, that might be of interest to you. Dear Santa, thank you for helping me get my job back, and the very stylish WLIP fashion shirt is to die for. I wear it to all the events sponsored by Dippity Doo Media, signed Johnny P., a.k.a. the Nutcracker. So,
dig your own grave and say.
Yes.
There it is. Get digging there, Scott. Get digging.
Well, anyway, I would go back to this before the break here.
Oh, the Russian?
Yeah, the Russian guy.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to try to... he's in Russia. 22 years old.
Just say Smith Jones or something. There's no way you can pronounce that right.
Okay, now what was the story?
The guy made a statement about his love for pizza. And so what he does is he actually gets married to a pizza pie.
What?
Right here. This is right. Elmo sent me this, and so this can't be.
Yeah.
The guy who was not identified, go figure that, revealed that since his friends always complain about their partners, he decided to take a different path. The pizza lover was fed up with being lonely and decided to marry. So he marries his pizza. Had a wedding in a small pizzeria near his home. Employees at the shop.
Was it thick crust?
Thick crust. Well, that's if you really are married. You need a thick crust. This was probably
pan pizza.
It is unknown how the man consummated the marriage.
The marriage lasted 20 minutes until he polished off the pizza.
Yeah. Okay.
So, I mean, I just thought that was a little interesting.
Oh, yeah, that was.
For those that didn't hear, our Christmas choir sang at the senior citizens, elderly folks.
And we did
home
so
last
you
night.
guys, look, I got to applaud you. You are really getting into the holiday spirit with this.
I thought
you brought a nice group of people out there, and they packed the sunshine room in the place, and
and the people were teared up. And
well, that was their medication, but
some of them were jacked up on some boxed wine. But here,
and there was only a couple heart rate monitors that needed to be restarted, so it was fine.
But here's the song that we performed last night.
Silent night, holy night.
Oh yeah, that's the holiday spirit. I'm quaking right now.
From heaven afar, heavenly hosts sing hallelujah. Christ.
No need to adjust your volume or your tuner. This is
the baby down.
Or turn it off. This is about as good as it got.
Oh my goodness, that was very touching for the holiday season.
We've got more coming up in the next 2 weeks. Billy Goat and the Four Milkers was the name of the group, and you probably could get their holiday gift. We have a CD out someplace, a collection, yeah.
Goodness.
And we will have the famed Grandma Got Run Over by a Trolley. That'll be probably the last in 2 weeks on the 19th.
How'd you get that grandma to pose for the front the CD? By the way, she wasn't actually being hit by that trolley, was she?
Yeah, she was splattered all over.
Oh,
good morning, you're in Kenosha today.
Good morning. Can the choir join the singing tomorrow night at the Commons, your chorus?
Did you hear the song that we did?
Yeah, it's beautiful.
You're not supposed to be drinking this early in the morning, baby. That's beautiful.
I took after you guys. Start drinking.
In the morning. Are you sure you heard this correctly?
It's beautiful. I have no doubt. I'm a choir master. I need a little backup.
Oh, we got backup for you.
Yeah, well, you got to be way back up.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh, what's the name of the group?
Billy Goat and the Four Milkers.
Yeah, it's beautiful. We'll pay you top price.
About what we're worth, right?
Yeah.
Where does
Start
this?
tomorrow at 6:30 at the Commons.
What's
I'll be looking for you.
Okay, leave the light on for us.
Yeah, it's on the side door.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
Wow,
I
you see,
told
got
ya.
another gig,
A whole-
Scott. Wow.
I can only assume. You know, for Super Bowl 50, our halftime performance.
forget Coldplay, yeah.
you're gonna wait. You gotta tune in to the Super Bowl.
We've got
halftime.
no play. Forget Coldplay. We got it going on.
Yeah, we will. We have to come up with a snappy song. We have one that we can tease the folks with for our halftime performance.
Oh,
that's better than that.
Oh man, we'll have to consult with our music meister. And Ron, what do you think?
Yeah, we'll have something.
Yeah, something. There you go. We'll get it done for you.
Well, I just, just to see the expression on those folks last night, and looking like deer in the headlights, all of them, all jacked up on medication and everything else. Or maybe that was us.
I mean, to be fair, most of them were asleep for the night because Wheel of Fortune was over with. But,
So
sort of how that works.
When we get back after the 4 minutes of news, we are going to have this morning's top 10 category, which is the top 10 Christmas tips for having a better Christmas in Kenosha.
All right.
That probably is not going to be one of them, but
Let's go to the news.
We'll
with
be back
our,
in 4 minutes. Hey, this is Uncle Scotty Barter, and welcome to the Kenosha Today Weekly Report, coming to you live from Studio A here at WIP AM 1050 on your radio dial. Being brought to you by our major sponsor, the Boathouse Pub and Eatery, and a host of many other very fine local businesses. Taking serious journalism to an all-time high, reporting on local stories, state stories, spanning the globe. And sticking with us through thick and thick, the always lovable Trooper Captain Ron. and the Ever Alert and Full Command engineering us to all-time highs. Pistol Pete.
Top of the hour bells.
Yes. This is straight from St. Matthew's Episcopal Church, where this has been ongoing for 120 years.
Yes.
Ringing at...
But we have a live mic up there now, and we're
Just
bringing
a-
it.
yeah.
This is a public service we offer you.
If it,
WLIP.
if it wasn't loud enough before...
Why do you stop talking?
I can't hear. If it wasn't loud enough before, we've lubricated the ball bearings, so you're going to take it to
So it's a good plan.
couple notch up.
Those babies are clanging.
This
Ding,
was
ding.
written in our home office on the deck at the Boathouse Pub and Eatery. This morning's top 10 thought-provoking category. The top 10 tips for having a better Christmas here in Kenosha. Number 10. Insist on having the coastal ball bearings passed. Pay your alternate side parking tickets. Number 9. Feel the holiday warmth and start referring to your wife and your mother-in-law as dual airbags. Number 8. Wear your ugliest Christmas sweater to Shirley's holiday pot party. Number 7. Plead not guilty to your last speeding ticket, claiming you only have to listen to the Sugar Plum Fairy.
Oh, that's right there.
Yeah, right.
It's truth.
Number 6. On Christmas Eve, explain to all your relatives that if they all died, you would completely wipe out literacy. Number 5. Announcing your Christmas gift exchange on Tradio. Number 4. Get in line at 3 a.m. for the 50% off early bird special at the adult bookstore. That's me. I'm there, that one. Number 3.
Is that where you buy Ballberry lubricant, by the way?
Yeah. Oh, jeez. Number 3, the 12 Days of Christmas feature you hiding your brother from the cops until after the New Year. Number 2, standing with pride as your entire family is invited back on the Jerry Springer Show for the 10th time. And the number 1 tip for having a better Christmas here in Kenosha. Spruce up your family room with some fresh roadkill left over from Thanksgiving. Thought-provoking. Okay, we're going to open the phone lines.
Roadkill Christmas, venison Cretan dry.
Yeah.
It's a roadkill Christmas, 'cause they freeze when the lights hit their eyes.
Very good. There you go. I guess for those that missed it, we sang at the older folks' home yesterday and last night, and we had a big demand. And,
This was the sing-along with the group.
yeah, and so we've already been invited to sing tonight at another event. Our group, Billy Goat and the Four Milkers. So if you have a place for us to sing, and I think we're going to sing at the Super Bowl. I don't know if
You're
we've got-
accompanied by the St. Matthew Bell Choir, I understand,
Yes.
too, right?
The bell ring.
And
Quasimodo.
so if you want us to, spruce up your Christmas, just give us a call, 262-694-1050, because now we might have some scheduling conflicts, just in case, it's not like we don't want to go out and help everybody.
Well, if it snows, I mean...
Oh, it's lockdown.
Everything is off. We got work to do.
For those that might have missed it, little Stevie is not with us this morning, and apparently the story we got is he and his, along with his twin brother Anthony Kennedy, and they are someplace
In hiding.
in hiding in a warm climate, and Dale found out that it's a what was that, meatloaf month down in Florida.
Oh,
and they're in a meatloaf.
And you know
convention.
about what they say about Meatloaf Month.
Delicious but deadly.
Yeah, so that's probably what these guys are doing. And if you have any other information to the contrary, let us know. And we're going to take your calls, 262-694-1050. Let us know if you've been naughty or nice, and if you have a letter that you want us to get to Santa. And also the question came up this morning, is Santa real? And so Cindy's got some work to do, because apparently her 7-year-old granddaughter, she wants some proof. I mean, like a driver's license and some pictures and probably fingerprints and
Criminal history.
Criminal history, yeah. Don't send the leg monitor. That's probably not going to look good.
I think it will come up in the records, and this will prove his existence. He tried to put a bathroom on his workshop without a permit, and was turned in accordingly to the North Pole City Council. So it's good to know.
How do you know it's the North Pole? Because it probably doesn't have house numbers on it either.
It's the only one there, so hard to miss.
But if you think Santa, now our friend down in Hodunk, Mike, thought that Santa was a commie. because he wore red. I don't know if
And gave stuff away for free.
yeah, and so, but then it only took us a few seconds in another brief song that we'll play later, because you have to believe. I mean, that was already proven in The Miracle on 34th Street back in that movie. And when was that made? About the 30s? So Santa is real, and if you can help us out, and so that we can prove to 7-year-old little kids, wonderful little kids, that Santa is real.
And let's not forget that Christmas classic, Silent Night, Deadly Night. That proves Santa's existence, too. Which was also the version of the song you did last night. Right there for you.
There you go. Good morning.
You ready for this? You ready?
Good morning.
Buckle in. You ready?
You're on Kenosha today.
Good morning. It's Irish Ruth. Should I not call you learned gentleman anymore? Because you're not ready for it, are you? Okay.
We are ready for the holidays.
I missed the part of the show about letters to Santa. But I want to tell you that last year I bought tickets at Lighten Up with Lenny for the Harmonica a cappella choir concert. I guess they're having one today at the Public Museum in Kenosha.
Right.
And, of course, I stayed home to listen to you.
What's so funny about that?
Well, get ready. That's what you announce when my call comes through. Are we ready? So.
Well, here, now, I got your letter that you forwarded us to send up to the North Pole. And
No. I want to know more about it when I'm off the air. So I haven't sent my letter yet. But, I met Bob
Hope. I got it right here in front of me.
Okay. I met Bob Hope, and I have a portrait of what looks to be as close to a rendition of Bob Hope. Now, he was Santa for Macy's, ringing a bell for the Salvation Army in front of Macy's in New York. But anyway, there's more wonderful stories about Bob Hope, and I have several of his books. Boy, but I love his autograph on the portrait of the Santa picture that I have. But I want to mention that today is George Armstrong Custer's birthday, and I hung up a stocking for him, an Army stocking.
I don't think he's going to be around this year, is he?
Well, he reincarnated back again. He married the Indian girl from a previous life that he got pregnant and did not marry her. He came back in this lifetime to marry her.
George.
So
Naughty,
that's the karma, but lots more karma than that. But interestingly enough, I love that Old Lang Syne song, the statement about, and here's a hand, my trusty friend, because New Year's Eve does have a momentous meaning to him. And when I was researching the Princess's Parade for the Kingfishers, I met someone from their media office with the last name Johnson. He says his grandfather has always told him that they are descendants of
well,
George
that's I'm sure Mr. Custer is going to love your hanging the stocking for him. I guess we got to go, but I did get this thing, and I'll read it when you after we're off the air.
How about Holly Jolly Christmas for him?
Okay. All right.
The song.
All right. Thanks.
Bye.
Now, don't you feel just a little shamed?
Shame? No.
Here's the letter that I got. I don't know what she was talking about. Dear Santa, may God bless you as you make your rounds on Christmas Eve. When you get to my house, I'll be sure to leave the light on for you. You can't miss it. It's the one with Lenny Palmer in swaddling clothes passed out in a manger with Bill Lawrence. Signed Irish Ruth from another planet.
Wow. Wait a minute. It's breaking news coming across the wire here.
Okay.
This is where Steve is today. Well, that's interesting. He is apparently he needs to be extricated. He tried to lay himself in a manger. I don't know why he would try that.
He's stuck, huh?
He's stuck. Yikes.
I tried getting laid in a manger. That didn't work out real well for me either.
It was really a way in a manger, wasn't it?
Yeah, wait. I better read a sponsor here.
This is Jeff here in Kenosha. I was heading to church this morning, and I did not see Pete there. But I did have a Steve Casey sighting at about 20 after 8. He was heading west on 75th Street in the Casey Family Options van.
Oh, really?
We went through that
was he with us?
week.
Was he? Well, we went through that thing last week, and it turned out that it wasn't him. It was the van.
Twin. It was Anthony.
It was his. Yeah, it was the van, but he wasn't in it. He was.
It was Anthony.
He was
It was him. I waved. It was him. I waved to him. I was right at the stop sign.
Was he with his twin brother, Anthony Kennedy?
Nope, he was all alone. Anthony wasn't with him. He was alone.
All right.
So I don't know where he was headed. I waved at him. He was kind of, he didn't notice.
He was in the zone, right?
He was in the zone.
He was in the zone. Yeah.
So what do you want for Christmas this year?
Oh man, I just want peace in this world, man.
Don't we all?
That's it.
We've had too much of this other nonsense going on, and I hope to think that we can get there. It's going to take a long time, and all of these unfortunate situations are becoming all too popular. It seems like there's one every week, and just when you think you've heard the worst case, tune in next week, and some other whack job's going to be out there. So I agree with you.
Yeah, well, I don't want to hear any more next week.
No, I don't.
I want it to be over, and things. We need to all live together, and peace.
Exactly. Thank you.
All right. Hey, take care.
All right. Thanks.
Yeah, bye.
Got to welcome the Sunnyside Club located at Looking for Answers. Is Santa real? And what proof can you provide us? Because we have some little children.
I think we should do an open records request to the North Pole City Hall and investigate what other rooms were put on Santa's workshop without a permit.
Exactly.
Besides the executive restroom.
Yeah. And
reindeer stall. And what was this $5,000 set aside for red nose polish anyway?
Yeah.
It's the stupidest thing since portable speed bumps. I mean, it's ridiculous.
Probably if we got the video from their reindeer barn of one of Santa's elves super gluing the sleigh down somehow. I mean, that would be a dead giveaway. I think we can get to the bottom of that. If you have your request, we did have another one.
I understand that also the North Pole City Council has approved $360,000 for a fresh layer of snow on North Pole Drive. So it's going to go over real well, too.
Well, here, this is probably came from the North Pole. It says, Dear Santa, I'm very excited to see your newly listed bike velodrome. This should prove to be as useless as the new roof for my beach house that you gave me last year, the Sugar Plum Ferry. But we'd like to hear from you folks. Not too much going on in politics in Kenosha this week, thank God.
No, they passed the budget, and sort of all the politics that goes into that. I don't know if anybody was surprised by it. And they are going to repave Kennedy Drive, apparently.
Yeah.
After they study how to do it.
Well,
so
just scrape the stuff off, and you're gonna probably have to, because of the unevenness in Kennedy Drive, probably put some new stone and kind of level it out a little bit. But I know that was done on a garbage dump years and years ago, landfill, and I thought they left it uneven to keep the speeding going down.
Well, no, as part of the budget, they're going to spend $5,000 for portable speed bumps.
Well, they don't have to put portable speed bumps. All you have to do is look at how the unevenness.
They have to be portable so that when all the new potholes open up again, you can just move the speed bumps over them. That's a long-term solution to the plan.
I get it.
Yeah. So, also potable speed bumps, but that's another story.
Potable?
Yeah. That's for Shirley's garage. Don't drive out of it too fast.
Well, when she gets her new grow light, I think a whole new world will open up to her over there. Let's see.
Did you see that there was a backup, by the way, by the stop sign on Shirley Street? Apparently everybody was waiting for it to turn green.
Oh, man.
Didn't quite work out.
Everything's so green.
I don't know how everybody gets to invited to her garage. I don't recall her ever asking us.
Thanks a lot, Shirley.
I don't know. I don't know, man.
I mean, we sing, and we're a full service, and we got...
we would provide entertainment for her next party. Oh, yeah.
And for those that didn't miss it, or missed it, probably not a bad deal that you did miss it, but we did sing. And we're going to be singing at the Super Bowl, too. Super Bowl
We just
50.
got to pick a song.
We're going to... It shouldn't be a Christmas song, though, should it?
No.
Should it be something snappy?
We should just ring bells.
Oh, don't encourage him. I see him light up right here. Here we go.
We can wake everybody up if the game's real boring.
Yeah.
Hey, you move into a historic neighborhood, the historic building, something been going on for 120 years, but it should stop because of you. That's what's wrong with America.
It's all about you.
It's all about you and your needs.
Damn it.
Good Lord. And I love how they ask the church and they're like, oh, what do you want us to do about it? You know?
Well, you know,
found it this
if
way.
Irish Ruth was going to hang, if Irish Ruth was going to hang a stocking for George Custer, I mean, we can certainly.
Well, her and Mrs. Custer are really good friends.
Because she got it.
They held a seance together one time.
Bob Hope.
Yeah. Good morning, you're in Kenosha today.
Well, good morning.
Good morning.
You miss me?
Oh, there he is.
Where are you out with your twin brother?
No, I actually ran into a problem in Florida. They kept rolling me back into the water, and the undercurrent took me in. You know, so there was a water retrieval, a water rescue. You know, and
Riptide. Dale said that you were down there with for a meatloaf convention.
I was down there. Actually, it was a combination. I couldn't really pass it up. It was considered continuing education for our broadcast, and I'll update you on next year. There was a cooking convention / snow removal seminar.
Oh.
So I got some good recipes on meatloaf, and I got to apologize. I left the day after Thanksgiving, and I got an email from somebody. I think it was the day before Thanksgiving, and I didn't get it. They wanted my turkey recipe, and I think I let them down. So, but that's that's par for the course, Scott. I let a lot of people down. You know. So.
Hey, Anthony Kennedy called in earlier and confirmed that you two are twin brothers.
He's my brother from another mother.
Well, he did say you were separated at birth, and
we were separated at birth, all right.
And I guess Mom left him in the oven a little too long.
Oh man.
Oh no!
That's
wait a minute.
Scott
Barter.
Barter.
And Casey was not there. Just so you know.
It goes to the boathouse.
Yeah.
So listen, I am planning on being back next Saturday.
Okay. All right.
If you'll have me, but
sure.
you know.
Absolutely.
I know clearly I'm not the most important part of this broadcast. You know.
Well, we didn't know if
that's a little awkward.
We didn't know if we were starting to tear up here or.
Yeah, did you want to elaborate?
We had a wonderful Thanksgiving. 29 people in my dining room. We had a great Thanksgiving, and then on Friday morning, my wife and I went down and spent a week in Fort Myers Beach and had a wonderful time. Caught a lot of fish. Didn't catch a lot of fish. We actually ate a lot of fish. And believe it or not, she had me walking on the beach twice a day. Watch the sun come up and then watch the sun go down. And we rented a couple of bikes and we were biking all over Estero Boulevard. And I actually lost, believe it or not, if you go on vacation, I lost 7 pounds.
Word.
And I think I walked more than I've walked in the last year. So I guess that's a good thing. My wife is very active and she loves to travel and she loves to, get down there where the weather is warm and exercise. And saw a lot of dolphins playing in the Gulf, and it was really a nice time.
Are you right on the beach on Fort Myers Beach?
Yeah, we were right on Fort Myers Beach.
Where are you staying? Because I've been there numerous times.
We stayed right at the Diamond Head.
That's a little further down, isn't it?
It's a little further down. Yeah. It's not as commercialized. Towards the one end where the bridge is.
Yeah. Way down there. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's very commercialized. We were past the Lani Kai, which is a big college place.
That's where I stayed.
The Lani Kai?
Yeah. One time.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I stayed there about 7 or 8 years ago. We stayed there about a month after spring break, and the hotel was still a disaster.
Oh my God! Yeah, it's.
Yeah, the spring break guys really messed it up. We were down about a half a mile from the Lani Kai, if you know that area.
Yeah. Did you ride the trolley?
No, we didn't ride the trolley. We walked everywhere, and we of course had the bikes, so we were biking all over as well.
Did you go kayaking?
You know what? Believe it or not, we looked into renting a double kayak. Because I've got that history with the young man down at the marina in the kayak.
Yeah.
But they said my chest was too hairy.
So?
Because kayak boy, he shaves his chest, as you recall that story down to the marina. Yeah. So, yeah, exactly. In fact, you were there when that happened, weren't you, Jeff?
No, I had just left a couple minutes earlier.
The kayak boy came up and he was actually hitting on Donut Dave's wife and my wife until until Diane's brother Mark and I got involved, and then we were going to become foot ornaments on his kayak.
Yeah. Take them to the bottom of the harbor there, right?
I said, okay, swim along, kayak boy. They both been married about 25 years.
Did you take a charter out
Yeah,
fishing?
we actually went out on we chartered a sailboat, a 43-footer, and we went out, a skipper took us out, and we went out on Wednesday, beautiful day on the Gulf, saw a lot of dolphins, saw a manatee coming out of the marina, but there wasn't a lot of wind. I like, I'm a sailor, and I love to sail, and I love to get that boat leaning over, and I enjoy sailing, but it wasn't the best day to sail, but still, you're on the Gulf of Mexico and the sun is shining. What the hell?
Yeah.
What the hell they got to complain about? And it was a trip that we had planned on for a long time, and my wife, like I said, she works hard, and she just finished a big project at work, and we thought we'd get away for a week. So.
There you go. Well,
but of course, I had to lie. I had to lie to you. I texted you and said we had a family emergency.
Yeah, and your twin brother gave you up.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, he certainly did. Good old Anthony Kennedy steals my chicken sandwich, and he blows the whistle on me.
Well, that's what we thought was so believable. I mean, you guys had so much in common. You ate together. You were on a city council together. You were on the council, weren't you?
I served on the council with Anthony Kennedy, and we couldn't go anywhere together because when Anthony Kennedy was on the council, and myself and Frank Passetti, any three of us were a weight by quorum. We were a quorum by weight.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, so we were a quorum by weight. Usually a quorum is 9, but we were big enough for, 9. I think a quorum is what, 12? Quorum 12?
Yes.
Yeah.
If
we were a quorum by weight.
All right, we'll see you next week. Be safe.
Yeah, we will. Yeah, you and I are going to get together next week to have a cup of coffee anyway, aren't we? If it's early enough in the day.
Well, I got a
catch you before 10 a.m. Yeah,
I got a big slate tomorrow or this week, so get a hold of me sometime and we'll.
Yeah, we will. All right, appreciate it, guys, and have a great weekend.
All right, thanks. We're going to take our last little break for the weather here, Pete.
Sure.
And hit the bell, and we'll be back in 1 minute.
I don't have the bell ready.
Okay, well then come back. Hit the. We are back, making the turn, heading down the home stretch. If you just arrived on the Polar Express, more commonly known as the trolley to nowhere, this is the Kenosha Today Weekly Report coming to you live from Studio A and streaming worldwide here on WLIP AM 1050. Brought to you by our major sponsors, the Boathouse Pub and Eatery, and a host of many other very fine local businesses. We did locate Steve Casey. I guess we didn't know exactly where he's at. It sounded like he was still in Florida, but at any rate, he'll be back next week. And along with our video coordinator, Captain Ron, and the ever-lovable Pistol Pete Sergeant.
Sarzant. Some people, how come Scott says your name wrong? Because that's not worth.
Yeah, I just
Knucklehead.
Correcting him. That was Aaron Rodgers, by the way. We heard coming out of the break.
Oh,
that was the name of the play at the end of the game Thursday night.
What was it called?
We ain't heard no fat lady.
Oh, no fat lady.
Because the game wasn't over yet.
I ain't heard no fat lady.
Yeah.
Okay. I get it.
Yeah.
See, I guess we have to explain them. I mean.
You are in your 60s.
Well, I just want to make sure that you're, on the same wavelength there.
We've
the bell's been loud in your ears, ringing.
Yeah, that was the bell from St. Matthew's Episcopal Church that rings every 15 minutes, and it has been doing that for 120 years. And now they have this maximum permissible sound levels, and we have even turned to Larry the Cable Guy, and here's what on his press conference.
When out on the lawn there rose such a clatter, I got up out of bed to see what was the matter and to see who was violating the neighborhood sound level ordinance.
Politically correct.
Yes.
That's us, politically correct. We've been talking about a couple topics. Is Santa real? And if you have a comment on that, 262-694-1050, because we do have to have some type of explanation to some of the little wonderful children.
Wow.
And not snot-nosed little kids, but wonderful children.
Changing your ways.
And we have to prove some documentation. And also, if you have a letter to Santa that you want us to forward, that's going to be going in next week. 262-694-1050. We've read a number of them. I think we read just about all of them.
You were busy this week, huh, with those letters?
No, these just kept coming in.
Oh, okay.
Post office box. And to Dear Santa, we'd like a new toy trolley to drive to nowhere. Also, please include a check for $10 million and a driver who has the route memorized, signed 70,000 L's from Kenosha. So, I mean, if you have a, Crazy Dan, not Dan, I keep The guy from Libertyville.
Happy
John.
Happy John.
Crazy Dan. I was thinking of
Crazy Dan.
I was taking a lip off.
Crazy Dan's on between 5 and 7 weekdays here on station.
Give us a call because I have to get these in. This was another one. Dear Santa, I sure could use the 3 wise men to help run our city and state. It seems the current ones all seem to be wearing handcuffs and leg monitors. Signed Sharon from Beach Park. So, they have some real issues down there in Illinois. But then John wants to move, if we get him a new house here in Wisconsin. And...
we have some real issues in the studio.
We don't have any issues here.
We have real stooges in the studio. You know what I heard? What my suggestion was for how to solve Illinois' problems.
I don't think you can call in an airstrike that big.
Well, no, I think you can. No, I suggested that the state of Illinois should sell off its major cities to other states and then lease it back for a lower cost. So they lower their operating revenues.
So what city would... and for your example, what city would we want to buy?
Kenosha has some options, right? I mean, we could take over most of Lake County or half of Lake County or everything but North Chicago or, just sort of work it out from there.
This will probably be about a $300,000 study.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah, get a study, see which Illinois communities we would like to purchase.
Good morning on Kenosha Today.
Good morning. My name's Mike Bjorn, and I bid you greetings from the outer world.
What, Sturtevant?
No, man. We got back last night late, so we couldn't make Kevin's party. We were in the Bahamas, Key West, and stuff like that.
Ooh, Key West rocks, buddy.
It does, and I was amazed. I always had this in my head, but I thought it was just a road with some seashell stores and maybe some crazy bars. No. I didn't realize it was the magnitude of the city that it is. If you can't have fun there, you can't have fun anywhere.
Oh, yeah.
But anyway, I want to thank you. 2 weeks ago, I called Rex Davenport at the Kenosha News about some of the broken windows downtown, and I get back in late last night and came down this morning at the store, and lo and behold, the broken glass window at Kresge's has been repaired. So I'm assuming I got to thank you as usual, because I know I've been talking to you about it and everything. Judy wants to get on the phone and talk to you and thank you for getting rid of the snow from a couple weeks ago, and unfortunately her voice is shot. You know how you catch little germs when you're on a trip?
Is that what they call it? Is that what they call it? All the trips I've been on, I came back and wasn't little germs, but...
Everybody on the ship or the plane was sneezing or coughing or whatever. But it's nice to be back. Are you going to be at your office later on this afternoon?
I intend to. Probably be about 2 o'clock. I got to clean some...
I understand. One more thing. We lost 2 wonderful human beings, Jerry Kressel, a fine jazz drummer, and of course my friend Stanley Jankowski. And what a shame. They're 2 interesting, fun human beings, both very successful musicians, and just a bummer. You go on vacation, and we were only gone for 5 days, and to come back, I knew about Jerry, but what a shock about Stanley. And these guys were really part of the 60s, 70s, 80s scene in music around here. Interestingly, and I don't want to hold you, but Jerry's family used to have Kressel's Pool Hall downtown Kenosha, and that would have been across the street from the Orpheum Theater, which is a parking lot now. And every time you'd walk into their place, the Nashville teen song to back...
What happened?
I don't know. It's a good question.
His battery ran out on his phone?
I don't know.
We lost Mr. Bjorn.
Wow.
Oh, no.
Yeah, he's gone.
Oh. Sorry, Mike.
Okay.
It was not our...
I think Santa's sleigh hit the phone line or something.
I think you better ask for Santa for a new cell phone or something.
Yeah.
But that was not... We didn't disconnect you.
Must have been that redneck reindeer we cut in the show meeting. Yeah.
I better read these last 2. Kenosha Academy of Dance, Amici Field.
I would think it'd be more like the one at Indian Trail, Jaskowitz.
Okay, that doesn't seat 2,000 maybe?
Maybe.
And Amici Field, of course, they're going to redo the bleachers, but that used to seat at least 3,000 to 4,000, I believe, back in the day when...
Didn't you say them bleachers were a little shaky over there?
Oh, shaky. They were, they were 30-some years old. And, the wind takes its toll. And did you do games from out there?
Oh, yeah.
At press box?
Oh, the press box was...
that's
a memory right there.
Yeah, that's what it was real shaky, you said.
Because when you would get that place full and kids would jump around and they do the jump around thing, because that's popular. And some guys in the press box started to jump, and I go, no, we got to do it one at a time because this thing's going to fall over.
You did, of course. Pete is the voice of high school basketball here on WLIP every Friday night.
You know what I learned last night about the game? When you put the ball in the basket, you score points.
Especially when you
That's why they're trying to throw it up there.
Well,
darn it!
I know you're new at this, Pete, especially when you got when you're doing football for your first time last year, and the question you had was, what are those two yellow sticks doing on each end of the field? So, what do you do when the game was a game a blowout last night?
A little bit, yeah, a little bit.
But they keep
Towards
the clock
end.
running?
No.
They don't in basketball?
No, in basketball they do not.
In football, if you get
35 points.
then the clock keeps,
35-point separation, yeah.
I thought basketball has it. So you're, basically if you're down.
No, and in fact, they changed it. They've added 12% more action to these high school games because now instead of 4 8-minute quarters, you get 2 18-minute halves.
Oh, when did they do
So
that?
this is brand new with this year. So,
and what's the point of that?
I don't know, but there was it seemed to flow pretty good actually. Less stoppages in the action, believe it or not. At least last night.
Less stoppage?
Yeah, because you're not stopping for a quarter. You just go do the 18 minutes.
Yeah. Well, I guess it doesn't make any difference, right? I suppose in high school, you just let them play and keep the stuff going. We got just a couple minutes left. If we are looking for someone to tell us if Santa is real, because we got some splaining to do.
Did you stay awake? Speaking of gifts, for the last play of the Packers game?
I was done by halftime.
You were done by halftime.
Sleeping. Yes.
Out.
Well, yeah,
Like
I
a
got
light?
so frustrated. I turned it off and.
Surprised you didn't hear me.
Screaming. Yeah.
I screamed. Paul said that he screamed words. I couldn't even formulate words. It was like, why?
No, that was me at 5 o'clock. But that had to be closer to 11 o'clock by then, right?
Quarter two.
Yeah, pretty close. Because I had to get up and do news yesterday morning and severely cut down on my sleep time.
I was really shocked that they came back and won on the last play with no time. And I applaud them because if they would have lost that game and Minnesota wins tomorrow, they're 2 games back. So, if they look back on this season and lose the home field advantage, the 2 games that are glaring, they lost to the Bears on Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
And they lost to the Lions, who haven't won there in 20 years. The other ones, I guess they were kind of whipped.
I was at that first Lions game, Lambeau, and we booed because of the performance on the field that day, especially in the first half. And somebody called in this week to say that we, as Packer fans at the game, should not have booed their performance.
Well, they normally don't, but they sucked.
It was so bad that I felt the need to let the boo birds fly. So.
And so did everybody else.
Yeah, so I was not the only one.
Good morning on Kenosha today.
Good morning, Scott and Pete. How are you doing today?
Very good.
And Captain Ron.
Captain Ron is here. Yes, sir.
Working hard. How are we doing today, gentlemen?
Good. Are you been naughty or nice this
Thank you, Pete.
That's our own version of the North Pole in Kenosha.
Yeah, all right.
The 9th District.
So what's up?
Not much. Just out knocking on doors, collecting signatures.
How many do you need to be an alderman? 30?
You need a minimum of 20 and maximum of 40.
Oh, okay. Which, in your case, shouldn't be hard, especially now the weather's on your side. You can probably get those all.
It's a gorgeous day today.
Probably get them all in this morning, huh?
Well, I've already collected 20, and I'm actually looking to get several hundred. Even though I don't need it, but 40 is the max. So.
Plus, it gives you an opportunity to talk to the people, and especially at this when the weather's nice. Because I don't know, are you going to have any opposition, or is anybody other than signed up?
Not that I know of at this time.
Well, we learned a lesson 2 years ago.
Yeah,
Juliana did. When everybody, no one was signed up, and they tried to do this write-in campaign, and the guys almost pulled it off. I think he was about 37 votes. In a small election like that, in your district, I know this was Juliana's. I think 200 people voted or thereabouts, and the guy almost pulled it off. So
I believe 2 years ago, it was 832 people in my district voted.
No kidding.
Yes.
Does that include the dogs at the park? Or?
Well, yeah, of course.
Well,
they vote twice. What are you talking about?
Yeah, that's right. Well, they got paws.
Well, actually 4 times. They have 4 paws.
4 paws. Yeah.
Pull the lever, baby. But I mean, I applaud you for getting out and at least, like I said, it allows aldermen to meet and talk to their constituents on a nice weekend. I heard Shirley called in, says her alderman Kurt Wicklund was out, and I think Steve Casey's twin brother Anthony Kennedy was out someplace. You did hear that, didn't you? That they are twins.
I did hear that. You know, he's rolling around somewhere in the 10th district.
Ooh.
Tough crowd today.
Yeah,
huh? Wow.
rolling around.
Yeah. I love Anthony. He's a great guy.
What do you want for Christmas?
Let's see here. Oh, that's a tough question. I really haven't thought about it.
Then we ain't gonna get you nothing.
Campaign donations.
Campaign donations. Yeah.
I said just I said if anybody wants to run against me, I welcome the opposition. And I said I look forward to get out and talking to my neighbors, for next few weeks, and see how they feel about what we need to do in the city. But the number one concern I'm here is still fix the roads.
Yeah.
And we're working on that.
Now
so.
you're an alderman, obviously, and tell us, is Santa real? Because we got to answer to this. One of our callers called in and has to explain to her 7-year-old granddaughter, because this gal wants pictures and driver's licenses, and so the question to you, Keith, is Santa real?
Yes, he is.
Okay, and you know that how?
You have to believe.
I feel him in my heart. Hallelujah. I'm sorry.
And then
it's the wrong one.
Yeah. And then our friend Irish Ruth is putting. Get this. I don't know if you heard this. She's putting up a stocking for General George Custer.
Oh, okay. Well,
it makes perfect sense.
Yeah, I guess so.
And what are we going to do to address the bell problem over at St. Matthew's? You heard this. It was an article in the paper. And we had to turn to, and the bell's been going on, here.
Yeah.
Every 15 minutes for 120 years. And I never saw it.
Actually, I attended St. Matthew's as a child.
Okay.
My parents took me there. And then when I was with my grandparents on my mother's side, went to First Assembly of God when it was on Pershing and 60th Street.
Oh, yeah.
So, and then when I slept over at my friend's house, I would go to Holy Rosary. So, I've been exposed to several different religions. So, but I was mainly raised in St. Matthew's myself.
Okay, so that church was built in the late 1800s, wasn't it not?
Correct. Yeah, and they just celebrated, I believe, the 150th anniversary.
I was going to say it was more mid-1800s than late, I think. Yeah.
120 years. So.
Yeah, it is a beautiful church.
Yeah. So.
Well, if we fixed the roof at the Southport Beach House, and so we got some new ball bearings for these bells to take up the chimes up another couple octaves. So we're just trying to do our part here.
Absolutely. So what else is going on the docket? Yeah, you guys put out a Christmas album? I heard.
Yeah, we got a clip of this.
Yeah,
we sang at an old folks home. I don't think it was in your district, thank God. But here's just a couple seconds of it.
Silent night, holy night, shepherds quake at the sight.
So we actually had an invitation to sing at another program tonight, and we're working out the details for our big Super Bowl halftime show.
Well, I think you'd be an outstanding artist to be at the 50th anniversary of the Super Bowl.
What would be a good song for us? I mean, we're still struggling with that.
Well, any of your trolley songs, that would work.
Do you?
I mean,
Well, we are going
to. Grandma got run over by a trolley. That was a classic.
We're going to do that in 2 weeks.
Right.
Mark it down.
Get
your tape recorders ready, America.
But if we're going to have to come up with a show. I mean, we got all the what do they call it, pyrotechnics, and
we got to have the special guest. Join us in the middle of the performance too. There's always a couple surprises.
We got to
We're gonna have Steve Casey come out of the trap door on the floor, but I don't know what else is gonna happen.
What about Dr. D?
That's
I like
a good
it.
point.
Yeah.
And we got to get
Dan
somebody.
And his girlfriend.
We got to get Dan and his new girlfriend because we need a wardrobe malfunction, don't we?
Oh, you mean he actually got a girlfriend at Festival Foods?
Well, Well, you brought that up. I didn't.
Well, I'm saying, he said he goes there every day to try to pick up something.
The deli counter.
Yeah, he goes to the deli counter. Yeah.
Oh, he's gotten quite a bit there, as a matter of fact. Irish Ruth's granddaughter. Trying to set. Now, didn't know she existed till a couple weeks ago, and they've never met. But Irish Ruth's trying to set him up. So
I think I got her. Let me find it here real quick. Her letter to Santa. Here it is. Dear Santa, may God bless you as you make your rounds on Christmas Eve. When you get to my house, I'll be sure to leave the light on for you. You can't miss it. It's the one with Lenny Palmer in swaddling clothes passed out in a manger with Bill Lawrence, signed Irish Ruth from another planet. So, I mean, I guess. You there?
Yeah. I'm letting you talk there, Scott.
Yeah, keep letting him talk.
I'm
It's
done.
working out great for him right now.
Yeah. Well, just another thing is coming up. Very important. 13 days and counting.
Yeah. Did you get a list of my sizes that I sent over?
Yeah.
I'm. I don't know if I'm registered at the adult bookstore out there on the interstate, so probably.
Oh yeah, so for video. Yeah.
So, you can probably go out and get me a gift card or. See, I'm registered out there, so you'll have.
And of course, you register on the bathroom wall in the boathouse.
In the bathroom wall, yes.
Yeah.
I they were just fixing that yesterday, and they had to take it down in the men's room, but it's back on in the women's room.
I thought they were going to put up a special plaque for you.
Yes.
Yeah, for a good time to call Scott.
That's all of that. This is just all
For a
joking.
good time and an early night.
Yeah, and an early silent early night, right? Just in time for the holidays. All that, it's just a lot of fooling around. It's way overrated, and nobody ever believes it because it's just, just good radio. I mean,
of course, you saw the other good news coming up. They've released next year's schedule for the Kingfish. Opening date May 31st.
I did see that. Yes.
Yeah, looking forward to that for our World Series champion Kenosha Kingfish.
Oh, that's true. They won a.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll have to mark that down.
How come you don't have your World Series hat yet, Scott?
I asked them. They never got back to me.
No, it's too bad.
So are you going to see Star Wars on the 18th in 13 days?
No, I'm trying to quit. Star Wars. I'm not a Star Wars kind of guy.
Yes, Scott hasn't liked Star Wars ever since he got yelled at about his lightsaber in the theater. Oh, man, yeah. It's rough.
Him and Pee Wee Herman, huh?
Ooh, I haven't been to a
use the phone.
I didn't use the phone. I haven't been to a theater in, I'll bet you, 25 years. I just don't want to go in and listen to other people talk, and I would rather just go watch the movie. I can watch it at home in the confines of my own house, and I'm as older I get, the more annoyed I get. So.
Read that as he doesn't want to put underwear on, so he's just going to sit on the couch and watch TV.
Oh, like Al Bundy.
Yeah, Scotty Bundy. That's him.
Except I don't wear underwear. I guess this is going in the wrong direction. Way more than what we really want to talk about.
Well, we got 5 minutes to kill, so
Well, keep going, Keith. I don't have another call. So.
Oh, hey, no problem. Everything else is going good here in the 9th District. Dog Park is a huge hit. In fact, just saw the new sign is going to be put up in the spring. The actual name of the dog park, Canine Corner. I saw the concept for the sign. It's going to look really nice.
And the Kenosha Today fire hydrant is there somewhere?
Yeah, we're ready to dedicate that. If you want to do that in the spring, I'm more than welcome to do it.
Yeah, I think we'll.
And this is a self-leaking fire hydrant, right? just for us.
Well, how do you think we collect all the dog urine for when the snow falls?
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And
we process that so we can melt all the snow on the streets.
You've done an excellent job because I heard a rumor that there is no snow on any of your streets in your district. So.
That is correct.
You've got in our guys, it went out to the 17th. Dale and Donut Dave, I hope Donut Dave still ain't out there. That's been about 3 weeks. But we've got the snow completely removed from every street out there and in most districts, even in the downtown. So we're on top of this.
Oh yeah, and keep we don't want, God forbid, we don't want people stranded.
Well, this is where the training and all the discipline throughout the year pays off. When we get about 2 inches of snow, we can respond.
I mean, they pulled the last car out of the 17th District ditch this week, right? I mean, so
they found him.
That's all cleared out.
And, there was that report when Donut Dave was stranded out there, and so they found him and his windows were all fogged up, and I'm not sure what that was about, but...